Thanks so much for coming back and watching another video of mine. Today is August 1st. It is the first day of my birthday month, which means I am turning 24. For today's video, I just wanted to sit down, chill out, not be on the go. I thought that we could talk about 23 things that I learned at 23. I'm so grateful for all the lessons that I've learned up until now, and for everyone who's taught me something. Thank you, and hopefully I can do the same for someone else. So let's get started. I have a whole list on my phone. Okay. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned is you don't know everything, and that's okay. It's okay to admit when you're wrong, and just because you don't know something doesn't mean you're not knowledgeable. It's definitely a good opportunity to learn something. So yeah, I think that's definitely a big one. Making time for your family is so important. As I've gotten older, I've definitely realized I took advantage of living with my parents and seeing them every day. And I think just as you grow older, you start to cherish your relationships with your family more. Okay, this is a big one. Always trust your intuition. Always. I can't even count the times that my gut has tried to tell me something and I tried to ignore it, but it always ended up being right in the end. Anything your intuition tells you, just listen to it. Toxic relationships. I feel like when you're younger, it's hard to distinguish what a toxic relationship is, especially your first relationship. You don't really know what a toxic relationship is. You don't even really know what a relationship is, period. I think what I'm trying to say is just know your worth and know what you want in a relationship going in. But as soon as things start to not feel right, or you feel like you're being controlled, or you're not doing things that you used to do, that's not right, and that's not a healthy relationship. So yeah, just know when you're in a toxic relationship and when you should get out. Sometimes you don't know, but just be aware. And continuing on the topic of relationships and love can be really, really scary. And it can end up in a really bad heartbreak. At the same time, you learn so much about yourself being in a relationship. And I think that falling in love and that feeling of being loved and loving someone and giving your whole heart to someone fully is so rewarding, and it's worth it. It's worth all the risk and the heartbreak that could come with it. So yeah, I've just learned that loving and being open to love is better than staying single because you're scared to get hurt. And also, love does exist. We're on number 6 now. Kind of staying on that topic of wearing your heart on your sleeve and being vulnerable. Showing emotion and showing that you care is not a sign of weakness. It's definitely a strength. Playing games, especially in relationships, just isn't cool anymore. It's just, you want someone who cares. You want someone who's gonna tell you how they feel. And I actually think people that act like they don't care aren't as strong as people who do show their feelings. Okay, this one's a huge one. Just listen to people more often. You know, you'll be having a conversation with someone and you're hearing what they're saying, but you're not actually listening because you're too focused on thinking about what you're gonna say back to them. Just listen to what someone is asking of you. It helps so much in friendships, relationships. It'll just help strengthen your communication. So yeah, just listen to people, be empathetic, try to understand where they're coming from, try to see both sides or all sides of a situation, and then respond. Do things for people without expecting anything in return. I know that can be really hard, but it will make you feel so much better about yourself. For example, I know my parents used to ask me to help them out around the house, and I never ever wanted to do any of it ever. You know, your parents sacrifice so much for you, so when they ask you to do something, just do it. This is a good one. Create a savings account as soon as you can. And I'm not talking about a savings account that your parents have put away for you to go to school or anything like that. Like a savings account for you. Think of something that you want to buy, you want to go on a trip, something, just to kind of push you to want to save. Even if it's only $25 a week, that's still something. Okay, we're on number 10. Always, always, always put yourself first in regards to your dreams and the things that you want to do with your life, because you're the only person that can make that happen for you. And so if you're letting people or things get in the way of what you really want to do, then you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve. Drink lots of water. I try to drink at least 2 liters a day, and it's actually helped my skin so much. It makes me feel so much more energized and healthy. It's okay to not have everything figured out. that is something that I find myself telling people all the time. I get asked a lot, like, what do you want to do with your future? I'm obviously pursuing music, but if that doesn't work out, then what? When are you gonna start a full-time job? That makes me cringe. I don't even want to think about that. Everyone's a little messy and all over the place at some point, and it's cool. Okay, this is a big one too that I've learned. Just be more open-minded about literally everything. I grew up in a small town where I wasn't exposed to a lot of different kinds of people, so it's really, really important if you're from a small town. I think you should always move to a big city or somewhere that has more diversity. You learn so much from people who aren't the exact same as you, and it really helps you grow as a person and expands your mind and allows you to open up to even more things. I think another thing I learned is challenge yourself. Just touching again on being more open-minded, I would have never imagined that I would be in love with and dating an Indian person. When I was younger, it was like white people, white people, white people. That's how I grew up, you know, and that's how I was raised, and that's fine. But where I'm getting at with this is it is very challenging at times, and you know, I could have taken the easy way out and said, you know what, this is too hard. We have too many differences. But instead, I took that challenge and we're running with it, and we're learning so much about each other, and it's really beautiful. So it's good to challenge yourself. I think the best things come out of challenges. 15, I'm gonna say workout. Working out is something that I just started this year, and I feel amazing. I feel stronger. I definitely notice a difference everywhere, and I feel so good when I go to the gym. This is a big one. Don't deal with your battles on your own. I confide in so many people when I'm upset or even when I'm happy. I love talking to people about my stuff. You know, some people hold it in, especially guys, and they can't talk to people and they're just gonna deal with it on their own. And I feel like that's really unhealthy, and it's really good to talk to someone, get other opinions. Not let them sway your decision or your opinions, but just get their opinion, their input, listen to what they're saying. But yeah, it's good to talk to people. Okay, holding a grudge is never worth it. I'm in love with this saying, and I say it all the time, but being mad is such a waste of energy. And not to say that I don't get mad, but it's like, how long are you gonna be mad for? I feel like forgiving someone and getting over something it's a really important part of self-growth. It's okay to have a bad day. Sometimes I don't feel like talking to anyone. Sometimes I can be really antisocial, and that's cool. I mean, my job and my passion literally consists of me being outgoing and bubbly and constantly with people, and so it does get exhausting. It is okay to not always want to do that. Kind of already touched on this, but something that else that I've learned is being single is so fun, but being in a relationship, being in a healthy, loving relationship is so much better. And like, come on. It doesn't get better than that, right? Eat healthy. Just make sure you're getting all your fruits and vegetables. I love fruits and vegetables. Congratulations, Sarah, on learning you love fruits and vegetables. This is a huge one. Care less about what people think. You just constantly have to keep telling yourself, it doesn't matter what they think. I'm happy. I'm cool with what I'm doing. They can think what they want to think. This is a really, really big one too. I constantly remind myself this every day because, oh God, it is so hard. Just remember, you are on your own path. Don't look at other people's paths and compare their path to your path. If you do, you will never be satisfied with what you're doing and your achievements and your accomplishments. Oh my gosh, and we're at number 23. I have a huge dream of becoming a singer, so if you really, really want something, you put your mind to it and you put everything you have into it, you're gonna get it. It's gonna happen for you. I don't believe in the impossible. Maybe that's naive of me, and maybe that's a lesson that I'll learn next year, but for right now, I believe if you put your mind to anything, you can do it. So that's it, guys. Those are the 23 things that I learned being 23. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your friends. I'll be back next Thursday with another video. I can't wait to see you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Bye.